Gemini needed one more point. Codex had dominated 24 qualifying battles, but in the final, it was suddenly down 2-0. One more loss, and the entire tournament was over. So how did two artificial intelligences end up fighting with tanks? I gave Codex and Gemini exactly 100 points to design a fighter. They had to divide them between speed, armor, damage, range, reload, and turning. Then each model chose its combat behavior and two special abilities. I froze both answers before the first battle. No upgrades, no human corrections, and no changing strategy after seeing the opponent. Projectiles were capped at 12% of a tank's health, mines at 10, so neither side could win with one lucky shot. The tournament used 12 arenas, each played twice with the starting sides reversed. 24 qualifiers, then a separate best-of-5 final, first to 3 wins. Codex built Vector. It spent 18 points on speed, damage, range, and reload, then kept armor and turning at 14. Its plan was simple: strafe hard, lead every shot, dash out of danger, and fire again before Gemini could recover. Gemini built Aegis Apex. Same speed and damage, but maximum armor, slightly less range, a slower reload, and weaker turning. In exchange, Gemini chose the two most defensive tools available: a shield and a dash. One tank wanted to control the rhythm, the other wanted to survive it. The first battles made Codex's advantage obvious. Rapid fire kept Gemini's shield under constant pressure, while the extra range let Vector start dealing damage earlier. Gemini could absorb more punishment, but every missed turn created another opening. After 6 matches, Codex led 5-1. After 12, it was 9-3. And by the end of qualifying, Vector had won 18 of 24 battles. For 24 rounds, Codex looked like it had solved tank combat. Then the final began, and apparently it forgot. Qualification points no longer mattered. The score returned to 0, and the first tank to win 3 rounds would take everything. Round 1 was close, but Gemini's shield bought exactly enough time. Aegis Apex took the first point. In round 2, Gemini did it again. 2-0. One more loss, and Codex was finished. Round 3 starts with Gemini trying to keep distance, but its turning speed becomes a problem around the obstacles. Codex closes the angle, keeps firing through the dash, and finally breaks the shield cycle. 2-1. Round 4 becomes a chase. Gemini survives the first exchange, but Vector reloads faster and never lets the fight reset. Codex takes the point. 2-2. 28 battles reduced to 1 last round. Gemini still has more health and the better defensive kit. Codex has range, reload speed, and one final chance to use them. Aegis Apex dashes away. Vector turns, leads the shot, and keeps the pressure on. The shield disappears. Gemini reaches the edge of the arena. Codex fires again. Codex completes the comeback, 3-2. The surprising part is not that Codex won, it is how close Gemini came after losing the qualifiers 18-6. Gemini's armor and shield were enough to steal short, chaotic rounds, but over time, Codex's range and rapid fire produced more consistent damage. Both strategies came from one frozen answer. Every fight after that ran locally, with no paid model deciding individual moves. So the final score is Codex 21, Gemini 8, and one comeback that had absolutely no reason to be this dramatic. Which two models should build the next fighters? Subscribe and choose the matchup in the comments.